board meeting tonight to order. Any comments from the public on agenda items? What a public!
She has the whole library.
I miss my friend.
Okay, additional appropriations.
So we've been talking about this for a while. This is just the money that was in the textbook rental fund that was put in the education fund on December 31st. There was not a line item in our budget when it was built for curriculum materials. This just allows us to spend the money we already have set aside. The extra $103,000 and a few $100 is the money we should collect this year from the state, which is rolled into the basic grant book. Mrs. Parrish has created a wonderful tracking device to keep it separate.
Thank you, Mr. Perry.
So I ask for your approval for the additional appropriations. We've advertised it as required. All the paperwork will be filed tomorrow morning.
Any questions? Open for a motion to approve additional appropriations.
Make a motion to approve the additional appropriations.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. All in favor, signify by aye. Aye. Opposed, same. Motion carried.
And there is a resolution that needs to be signed by the board.
You got on your comments from the public?
Are there any comments from the public?
Nope. Okay. Open for adjournment.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second. Made and seconded. Adjourn. Okay.
I know.
Very good.
Time out, we gotta move on to the next one.
Okay. We all stand for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Any additions or deletions?
There are none.
Make a motion to approve the agenda.
Second. Motion been made and seconded to approve the agenda. All in favor, signify aye. Aye. Opposed, same. Motion carried. Minutes. First is June 16th regular board meeting.
You guys are way too far ahead of me right now.
Oh, okay.
I do not have the June 16th minutes.
You don't have those there here? Okay. How about the July 8th special meeting?
July 7th, special meeting minutes are in there.
Okay, and our village agenda says 7, 8. So we'll change that later, right?
Yeah.
That's correct on that.
Yes, the
correct.
document itself is correct.
Okay.
I thought I changed it.
Okay. Special board meeting minutes.
Make a motion to approve the special board meeting minutes from July 7th.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded to approve the July 7th special board meeting. All in favor, signify aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Motion carried. Treasurer's report. Fund report.
So we can do all these out there.
All before
4.1 to 4.6.
any comments on 4.1 through 4.6.
Make a motion to approve the treasurer's report.
Second.
Is that for 4.1, 4.6?
Yes.
Motion's been made to approve treasurer's report. All in favor, signify aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Motion carried. 6. Approval of claims. Maybe number 5.
Yeah,
everyone. So not a whole lot to report tonight. I don't want to repeat a bunch of stuff that you guys already know. But for your consideration, we have a new hire recommendation tonight, a new business teacher. We had a committee of 4 people, 2 teachers, Mrs. Bassett and myself. We had, I feel like, a pretty good response application-wise. We had 14 total applicants. We interviewed 8. And so we're recommending for you tonight a person who has been a lecturer and professor down at Purdue. Looking for a slower lane. I don't know if that's the case here, but she's a good hire, I think. We had several teachers coming over the summer to work on updating their curriculum and aligning their standards. So I'm collecting that information now for pay purposes, but I was happy to see a lot of teachers advantage that. It gives me hope that they'll be ready for the school year. I want to thank Chris Peterson and his maintenance staff for all their hard work. Whenever he thinks his list is getting better, we remedy that for him. When I see him in the hallway, he turns around immediately.
Goes the other way.
Pride my deodorant. So this summer, though, my efforts, obviously hiring is always the #1 priority. So some years is heavier than others in that regard. Updating handbooks, preparing for meeting agendas to start the school year, both for faculty and for students. And then I completed my own required training as well. So as we start the school year, registration in person starts tomorrow. Online registration's ongoing. We had school. Are we calling it a cookout on Thursday?
The Corporation Picnic.
Picnic? Okay. It's inside the building, so call it what you want. But we're having food on Thursday, get together. New teacher orientation is Monday, August 4th. We have meetings all day on the 5th. Doing something a little different this year. We're having just the 7th grade for a brief orientation on Thursday night, next week, August 7th. And the thought there is just to do one more thing to help them feel a little more comfortable in their skin, look at their lockers again, and just make sure they're feeling good about starting the next day. Then on the next day, August 8th, our first student day, we start off the day with student meetings, get all that good stuff out of the way. We actually we're here the whole day, but we run a 2-hour day schedule. That way the kids get to go to every class, and we have time for student meetings without disrupting some classes. So it works out pretty well. We already have school pictures scheduled, so that'll be fun for the brand new yearbook teacher we just hired. Starting off on Thursday, August 14th. And then our open house, I think it worked out well last year, so we're going to do it again this year. We paired open house with the first home football game. I think we had a little better attendance, so that's coming up, but it won't be till Friday, September 5th. Oh, and I do have some information from the direct reporter. Mr. Brett reports the varsity fall sports will start practicing Monday, August 4th. Varsity sports ticket prices have been increased to $7 per event. I will add there that that's in keeping with area schools. I hear that number and I think, man, that's expensive. But everyone around us is already there. Junior high ticket prices will remain at $5 per event. Season ticket passes will remain the same. Mr. Grant Porter wanted me to report that Frontier is one of 317 ISA schools that received first team all sportsmanship recognition for the spring season. Those schools who have accumulated 100 points are recognized as first team all sportsmanship, and those with 95 points are recognized as honorable mention all sportsmanship. These scores are based solely on deductions for the spring season, so they will not reflect the ongoing total sportsmanship score for the school. Points are deducted if you have someone who was ejected or something like that during the competition. So, yeah, it's a good accomplishment. We got good kids.
Thank you. Mrs. Lake.
some of it's on repeat. Elementary teachers, we completed 10 hours of reading PD during the month of June, so that was good to have everybody in the building with our new reading curriculum for Wit and Wisdom. Today was our first day of kindergarten boot camp, so we have 20 incoming kindergartners here. All of them showed up but one, so that was great. Called them, they're coming tomorrow. So just thank you to Ms. Greer and Mrs. Innocent for providing this service. It's a really good idea. We had 2 of them that were crying, but as soon as I made the parents leave, they stopped in a couple minutes. So I sent them pictures, like they're fine now. But it's great for them just to learn some routines and procedures before school starts, get some of the nervousness out. They will graduate this Friday with an ice cream social. Some of us you might have seen at the White County Fair. We volunteered 2 days at the inflatables. It was like a big summer recess duty. Just trying to collect some money. We'd like some more recess equipment for Outback. Some fun events we have. Tomorrow's our kindergarten meet and greet. It's from 6 to 7:30. We're going to do it inside the cafeteria since it's supposed to be 90. But that's always a nice time just to get to meet the parents before open house. Open house is next Wednesday, August 6th. That's from 5:30 to 6:30, and that's just kindergarten through 3rd grade. 4th, 5th, and 6th grade, they have parent meetings the first 2 weeks of school. Those are already established, so they'll let their parents know. And then FES PTO, we do a back to school bash, and that's the following Thursday, August 14th from 5:30 to 7. I have a new PTO board this year, and they are doing wonderful. They have so many great new ideas, so it'll be fun. I just finished the high ability grant for this year, and it's due August 15th, so excited. Got that done ahead of time. Fingers crossed it gets approved. Mr. Unsicker and I just got approval for our title pre-application, so that was exciting too. Like he said, online registration already started, in-person registration starts tomorrow. But just to let you know, we already have a lot of new students at the elementary school, and we haven't even really started new student registration yet. I already have about 14, and my incoming kindergarten class is at 59, so that's really good. I just want to say thank you to FES PTO because they organized the school supply kits, and those will be delivered on Wednesday. So if parents ordered those will be in their child's classroom, so they don't have to worry about that. Yearbooks are in, so if anybody asks you about elementary yearbooks, they are in the office. They can stop by anytime and pick them up if they already purchased them. Or at open house, we'll have a table for that as well. And I just put that the building is starting to buzz. Teachers at the elementary, they're always there, coming in and out. I want to thank the cleaning and maintenance crew for working hard this summer. We're excited.
Where are we at on 6th grade? Is that the number that was finding?
25 and 27. So we have 2 possible moving out, but we have 2 possible coming in.
You get 2 more after that.
Huh?
You need 2 more after that.
Yeah, we have, one of our paras is in that grade level with a one-on-one student.
Good.
So, I mean, she's technically a one-on-one, but I've already met with her and we talked about ways that she can kind of help with the larger class sizes. So,
Mrs. Lane and I talked about contingency plans.
Yep.
What if?
You've got it under control.
Speaking of Mrs. Layton, I have something for her. That I've been supposed to give her for about 4 months now.
what
I
is
keep forgetting to
it?
bring it. You remember you were principal of the year last year. This is your
Aw.
plaque for it, so congratulations. Keep forgetting to bring it, so I apologize.
No picture, because I'm in a t-shirt. Thanks.
It's too late.
I was gonna get the picture.
Dude, no. Tomorrow I dress up for.
What even says principal?
Thank you very much. Yay, matches my other one. I know, thank you. I love it.
Do you have something from Mr. Bowles?
Mr. Bolin is not able to be here today, but he did say he wanted to thank everybody for letting the White County Sheriffs and all the area agencies use the elementary school for their training. It was really good. You saw some pictures on Facebook that they took. They learned a lot. They learned an awful lot about tactics and things that they need to do and get better and things they do great and want to keep doing great. So he was very happy with it. They hope to do some more on the area schools and maybe come back.
If you have any parents reach out saying that their child found, what are they called?
Oh, the spent cartridges.
Spend cartridge.
They're all over. We keep finding more.
attempted to clean
Our
them all
teacher
up.
chairs, we still have some missing, like, yeah.
You gotta police your brass.
Yeah, I told Bolin, I was like, do not touch teacher stuff, and it's everywhere. So next year it'll be at the junior, senior high
And
school.
made it as realistic as possible. So as far as central office goes, we've been busy with large projects. Mrs. Parrish and Mrs. Henry particularly, with all these things that we're trying to do to streamline everything we do in central office and as a corporation, but it takes work to get there. But I appreciate everybody's effort in that. Just today, I started playing around with job forms to try to streamline our attendance process. Mrs. Layton and Mr. Henninger are both fans currently with how it sets up, makes it a lot more user-friendly. We've attended budget workshops, collective bargaining workshops, meetings of finance people and superintendents saying what's going on with the state. So a lot of good meetings, a lot of good conversations with our colleagues. Let's see, as they mentioned, we've got the back to school picnic. Trying something a little bit different today based on some feedback I received last year. Let's try something different where people don't have to bring stuff in. So I want to thank Roots for catering the event for us. Lots of open houses coming up, and I want to echo the sentiment that I see teachers in the building all the time. Sometimes I tell them to go home. Go home. But that's just a testament to the dedication. And I stopped by kindergarten roundup or boot camp and scared them much like kids today, so being as tall as I am.
Thank you. Any comments from the public on the agenda items? Budget finance, July tuition support.
So 8.1 is the July tuition support. This is based on an estimate I had to turn in this fall. I technically estimated it low at 650 students. There's a slight increase of about 2% in the basic grant that's not dedicated to textbook materials. So all total, they're getting about $5,000 more than we had in June. But that will all be reconciled based on our enrollment, which should be over 650 by a fairly healthy amount, we hope. That'll be reconciled in November, December by the state.
Professional service agreement with IEP therapy services.
So this is the company we contract for our speech and language services. Our Olivia, who was with us last year, elected to move back home to Michigan, am I correct?
Yep.
So Mrs. Layton and I interviewed the new therapist, Nicole Bauman, and I think she'll be wonderful.
Yeah.
Very
It's
much
Olivia's
alike.
supervisor, so she has even more experience than Olivia did.
So I think she'll be really good. It's just finding these services is really hard, especially rural Indiana and Lafayette gobbles a lot of things up. So using a contractor like this is about our only option right now. And they did raise their rate a little bit, so I would ask that you approve the contract for IEP services for Nicole Bauman services.
Make a motion to approve the IEP therapy services contract.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded to approve the IEP therapy contract. All in favor, signify aye. Aye. Opposed, same. Motion carried. E3, last construction bid for junior high football locker room.
So as you know from the great flood of January 2025, we've been working on that, getting it remediated, trying to find bids that both us and our insurance company would agree with. AYS came back with a bid of like $17,800 to restore it to normal and $19,650 to modify it as we wanted to make it a more functional space. Insurance company is willing to write the check for $17,800 as long as all that work is done, and then we would cover the rest ourselves, which could easily be done out of operations or capital facility improvements. So I recommend we approve the quote for the junior high locker room project. He said it would be about 4 weeks, 2 weeks before he could start, and then 2 weeks to get it done.
I move to approve the AYS construction bid for junior high football locker room.
Second.
Been made and seconded to approve AYS junior high football locker room repair. All in favor, signify aye. Aye. Opposed, same. Motion carried. E4, approve bid for Frontier Elementary School boiler air handler and FPVA valve replacement.
So this is a project we started this winter getting designs and things done for. We had a pre-bid meeting on July 9th. We had 7 contractors show up, all 7 bid. We opened the bids on the 22nd, and there was quite a range of bids. The low bid was from G&L Contractors out of Fort Wayne. And I can actually read how small that is. Their bid for the boilers themselves, 3 projects were bid separately, so we have the option to choose which ones we want. The boilers were $383,289. The air handler 2, which sits above the stage in the elementary school, is $127,100, and the FPVAV valve box replacements, which is above the cafeteria, would be $64,452. The total bid for that is $574,841. If we factor in the engineering costs, essentially the total it's around $674,000. We have some money in the facilities improvement we could use if needed. That also includes a $35,000 contingency, a little buffer in there. So,
The question I had on it, and I saw they give you this subcontractor list. All looked good. My concern was everything's contingent on whether it's weather, supplies, all of that. This is a heater that's gonna get done in fall. What happens if they're not done and school starts back up?
so the HPVAV valves will actually keep the building around 60 to 65 degrees. If you recall back last January, we lost power and the boilers weren't firing up.
Right.
It was 6 degrees outside, and we were able to keep the building in the low 60s. So,
And I didn't know at what point does that become an issue that this thing gets on.
if we
I'm
need
not-
to, we could potentially do an e-learning day.
Okay.
So they felt comfortable as a contractor that they could get it done. I told them they could have the building at 3:30 on Friday and need it by 6 a.m. Monday.
You said they had storage unit or storage for the parts to come in early. Is that on our property or
I
theirs?
believe that they have storage at their property,
At their property.
from my understanding. If we need to put a
Comments here.
Connex here and it makes it go 5
I
minutes
just saw
faster.
your comments was they had storage, but I didn't, most contractors put it on site. So,
And every contractor did the exact same rule.
okay. So
So you
that's,
said, sorry, go ahead.
that's the more you can get there.
That's the one you get.
Okay,
That's
I'll
the best
the
one.
second one.
You said that the valve kept it at 60 degrees when it was 60 outside. What if it's 20?
But it was 6 degrees outside.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said it was 60. Okay, I'm sorry.
And that was a cold day. And it, only the end room started getting a little bit chilly other than that. So I was very pleased with those FPVA valves, or boxes. I don't know how they work, but I know they work. They did what they're supposed to. So, again, it's the board's decision if we want to do all the project, knowing that we're going to have to spend a little bit of money. The estimated increase year over year is between 5 and 8% on the low end. Upwards, the boilers themselves have gone up 8% this year.
Do you think this will take much of Chris's time?
They thought it wouldn't be a problem at Christmas time to do the air handler, but
I'm sorry, that
No,
Chris.
Chris.
Peterson.
Oh, no, I don't believe so. I don't believe so. We're gonna have a construction administrator from our engineering partner that will be checking in to make sure things are done exactly right. We met him, in September, so we're on top of things.
So is he gonna be checking it in person or?
He's gonna be checking in person.
Okay.
I move to approve the bid for the Frontier Elementary School boiler air inlet FPVAV valve replacement.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded to approve the GL bid for those valves, or those, all in favor signify aye. Aye. Opposed, same. Motion carried. The classified staff have handbook.
So, in your board packet was a modified version of the old handbook. Mrs. Parrish and Mrs. Henry went through and did a lot of work in streamlining the language and clarifying things for staff so we're not confused, creating some nice charts. We did send it off to the attorney. They approved of it, added a few things, and it was really good. One thing we did do is we did wish to give our part-time employees some time off, and it was proportional to what the other employees get, just as a way of saying thank you. Because it's not really fair to have a 5.5-hour employee who has to take a day without pay, or a 6-hour employee take a day, sick day. And we're also changing it to paid time off, as opposed to sick and personal days. It's much easier to track. In essence, you can use it for the same thing.
So the part-time employees will be entitled to PTO.
That was something we elected to do. It's only a few days. Just as a semi-fringe benefit. It's actually starting to become a little more popular, I think.
In the
Are-
house, they have benefits.
Are they,
That's how we use it. And a lot of our, and the majority of our part-time employees work 5.75 hours a day.
but they work every day?
And they work every day, but they get nothing, and the person that works 30 minutes, 15 minutes more than them gets 10 days. So we just gave them a prorated share. They would be eligible for that, health and vision, and everything like that, or just.
Prorated based on the hours they work.
This ends up impacting, what, 3 or 4 people total. Doesn't,
Yeah, not very.
And is there a minimum you have to work to get eligible?
none of our part-time people will be less than 5 hours.
Yeah.
These numbers you put in your, the minimum to the maximum, this will authorize you to set those rates between these two parameters?
Are you on the
All of them, man.
wage schedule
Yeah, on the pay scale. Or minimum hourly rate.
or the handbook version?
I went one too far.
Around
I'm
8.5,
sorry.
right?
These are very,
I'm in 8.5. He told me.
so I respectfully ask that you approve the classified staff handbook.
I'll make a motion to approve the classified staff handbook.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded to approve the classified handbook. All in favor signify aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Motion carried.
Not a wage schedule.
Now, classified wage schedule.
So this was another project I tasked Mrs. Henry and Mrs. Parrish with. We wanted to look at where our people fell with, compared to area. People doing the exact same or very similar jobs. And what we noticed is that the majority of our positions, our people are paid at the top or above what everybody else was making. So what we tried to do for budgeting purposes was to create a minimum and a maximum starting wage so that we could make a selection that's a little bit more based on competitive wages with everybody around us. This is modeled off what West Lafayette does. They have a minimum and a maximum starting based on their people's positions. And then as you asked Dave, it would be the superintendent who would decide what the wages. It wouldn't just be an offer from a supervisor. Supervisor would talk to me and we would figure out an appropriate wage.
Will this be published?
This will publish, I don't have to put it on the website, so it's just right there, everybody can see it.
The minimum and the maximum?
That's the minimum maximum starting. So when we advertise a position, we advertise a wage starting, so $15 to $18, or 15 to 19, or 16 to 20. Depending on the position, so. It's something we've never done as a corporation, but it allows us, it's really just a guide for us, basically.
How do our current staff follow these ranges?
Most of our staff are at the very top, or very close. And we'll look at this every single year and adjust as we need to. Some of our staff are actually over the top of these. They will be impacted, they'll be grandfathered in.
Which makes sense because these are the minimum and maximum starting.
So let me correct myself on that.
You got it going, review minimum every 2 years.
Minimum every 2 years, I would like to do it every year. Most of the superintendents will send emails out back and forth, what do you pay, what do you pay? The area superintendents are really good about communicating that information. So I want to correct myself, so this is the minimum rate and the maximum rate. So we would not go above this rate unless we adjust that maximum rate.
So it's not for starting, it's,
The minimum would be the start.
I think, what is it for starting?
Yeah, I
Understand
misspoke on that.
But based upon experience, you can fall within those ranges that we presented.
Do the other area schools also publish this? I'm a little nervous about publishing it.
There's some, Benton Centrals, I think, is on the website. Some do, some don't.
What's the benefit of publishing it versus not?
Transparency.
Okay.
We don't have to. If you all decide we don't want to, that's fine.
Now, when you advertise for a position, do you advertise the pay?
We advertise the starting pay range. So typically it's a $2 to $3 range based on experience.
So I think I'm comfortable with this schedule, but I would like to postpone publishing it.
Sure. You do that.
So how do we proceed with that?
You make a motion with that stipulation.
Okay.
If we want to publish it later, it comes out of that.
I make a motion to approve the classified staff wage schedule, but to not publish.
Second.
Motion's been made to approve the classified wage schedule, but with no publication. All in favor, signify aye. Opposed, same. Motion carried. Does that look like we
So this is a little different than Frontier's done in the past. Typically in the past, we've waited till the teachers can negotiate the contract, and then we do a similar percentage raise. Unfortunately, teachers come out of education, but the majority of our classified staff comes out of operations, two different funding sources. So, what we wanted to do was to be able to budget, and in creating the budget for this year, we wanted to be able to have a number we could plug in when we do the line items of our expenses. So what we try to do is get everybody to the quarter, the nearest quarter, unless they're already at the maximum pay for that category. At the end of the day, everybody will get the equivalent amount to 24 cents per hour per day worked. And that gets everybody to the nearest quarter, or to the next quarter. And then will allow us to start doing an incremental raise based on job performance evaluations.
So when would these be effective then?
We would like these to be effective with which payroll was it? The second payroll.
Is the first pay of the 25-26 school year.
This also saves a significant amount of work on central office with having to do retroactive pay. So, in essence, by approving this now, we're able to streamline the process just a little bit more. The stipends, as I mentioned in the recommendation, we pay half in December, January, half in June. Because we're actually paying a stipend for hours we're going to work.
Say that again about the stipend.
So,
So, on the spreadsheet, if there's a stipend amount owed to them, we'll pay them half in December for what they worked August through December, and then we'll pay the other half in June for January through May.
That's the state of work.
Yes. I think you guys are January, July.
Yeah, what did you say?
January and June, most of them are done in May. There's only a handful that,
it would only be the 260-day employees that would be over, so the custodians. And then one-time person. If you look at the total, in essence, the total actual amount we're going to spend, including the raises and stipends, is less than we're currently spending. And that was due to some consolidations of positions, not replacing a couple of positions. So we were able to give, if you approve, give our people anywhere from a 1.5% to 2% raise guaranteed, with spending less money.
What is the highlighting?
I'm sorry?
What is the highlighting? The orange?
The orange highlighting, that would be the people who are already
Maxed
over
out.
the maximum pay range.
They're already maxed out at the salary schedule that we just approved. So they wouldn't get an hourly increase, the grandfather in at their current rate, but they would get the stipend, which would equate to the 24 cents. Those are classified administrators.
I just now saw the code. Sorry about that.
This is a massive spreadsheet. I appreciate the effort it took to make this, but this really helped us when we're trying to do a budget.
I think I'm still missing something on the stipend, so is that related to? I'm missing something, what is the stipend for?
Okay, so. I'm not really sure how to do it, can I draw you a picture?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Sorry, I'm a visual.
Yeah, all right. Because when I think of stipend, I think of the city stipends, and that's not.
This is different than that. So, our goal is to get everybody to a quarter increment. So, if somebody's making 18, 15 an hour, we're gonna take them up to 18.25, but that's only 10 cents. We're raising 24 cents.
The maximum anybody can go up on their base is 24 cents.
They will get a 14-cent stipend, 10 cent on their base to get them to 18.25.
And are we already paying the stipends?
That's the one that's gonna get paid in December for the first half of 25, 26, and June for the second half.
But have we always done stipends?
No.
No, that's the option that we had to go with to give everyone 24 cents, but move everyone to a quarter.
Yeah.
It took, it was about a 3-hour conversation and a lot of charts on the whiteboard trying to figure this out.
Yeah.
And again, it's just trying to get everybody to a quarter so that we can do the place money scale, so then we can then do the work-based, performance-based raises in the future.
And so what benefit does the stipend give us if we're just hourly?
It doesn't keep that the people who are already over the maximum range, they're
So don't keep climbing.
They're gonna keep climbing. On almost every teacher scale, there's a cap. And most of the hourly people we looked at across the area, they capped it at a certain amount.
So if they're over, if they're already maxed out, the 24 cent stipend is paid.
Without a guaranteed
Yeah.
increase going forward.
But they're still gonna get that. And then when we do the performance-based evaluations, if they were to earn a 50 cent per hour raise, we would do the stipend again that next year. So they would still get the money they earned, but their base would just not go up. And as we look, if you look, we need to adjust the maximum pay, we would do so.
And so is tax the same way in everything? You don't have to tax that as a bonus, right?
You know, the payroll software takes care of it.
That's, yeah, nice.
It's kind of a unique way to do things, but it's what we came up with to try to be equitable for everybody.
So are you concerned about explaining this to employees?
No, we're gonna explain it on, all staff day, we'll explain what we're doing, and I think many of them will appreciate it, that they're not waiting.
Because what, we usually do that.
Yeah, we do it in November, and then we calculate all of the retro pay, and,
That's terrible.
yeah, it is awful.
But honestly, this is the only corporation I've ever been at that would wait that long to do it. Everybody else did it when in July or July for effective for August, May. It's just a lot smoother this way.
I move to approve the 2025-2026 classified staff wage increase.
Second.
Motion's been made, seconded to approve the 2025 classified staff wage. All in favor, signify aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Motion carried. Yeah, this is in the back. Licensing of Carol Soft.
So this is just our Zoom-based funds. It's a recurring cost. Previously, it was paid to Central Indiana Education Service Center. They no longer provide the service, so TJ went out and just got our own contract. And it looks like a lot of money, but that's pretty standard, actually. So I recommend we approve this at, what was it, $17,000 roughly dollars.
I'm gonna see.
Is that on C?
I thought I had a total.
It's not in here.
I wanna say it's right around $17,000, so. I apologize.
A license to do all of our Zoom meeting or
Zoom, the phones, and everything. We even got our old numbers back.
I make a motion to approve the Carousel Technology Corporation bid.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded to approve Carousel Technology contract. All in favor, signify aye. Aye. Opposed, same. Motion carried. Diligent platform.
So this was approved in a previous meeting that we would approve the contract. This is just a payment because it's over $5,000. That'll take us through June 30th, 2026.
Make a motion to approve the 2025-2026 diligent platform.
Second.
Motion's been made, seconded to approve diligence 25-26 contract. All in favor, signify aye. Aye. Opposed, same. Motion carried. Summer reading.
So this is what Mrs. Layton spoke of earlier with the teachers coming in by our contract agreement, $17.50 per hour. I believe this is paid for out of title funds, which were released on Friday by the federal government.
Why didn't Erin put in enough hours?
Yeah. She did. Hey, she's lucky she's getting paid.
Huh?
She's lucky she's getting paid.
I guess. Everybody else is full tilt, she's got missed a little bit.
Yeah,
I
she
asked that
didn't
we
have any
approve
full
these
days.
so that we can get them on the next paycheck, or whenever Mrs. Parrish said we did that.
I make a motion to approve the 2025 summer reading.
Second.
Motion been made, seconded to approve the Frontier Elementary School reading development. All in favor, signify aye. Aye. Opposed, same. Motion carried. Kidder Media.
So this is the bill for the second half of the spring newsletter and the first half of the fall newsletter. All total, again, it goes over the $5,000 amount, so we need to approve it. This is, just for clarification, this is only to our residential area.
I move to approve the Kidder Media payment.
Second.
Motion been made, seconded to approve the Kidder Media bill. All in favor, signify aye. Opposed, same. Motion carried. Personnel.
So 9.1, we have the resignation of Logan Green as a second shift custodian, and the resignation of Jennifer Newcomb as business teacher, BPA sponsor, and yearbook sponsor.
I make a motion to accept the resignations of Logan Green and Jennifer Newcomb.
Second.
Motion been made, seconded to approve resignations of Logan Green and Jennifer Newcomb. All in favor, signify aye. Opposed, same. Motion carried. Hires.
So we have a few hires here. We have Jamie Linville, as mentioned by Mr. Henninger, as the Frontier High School, and I didn't put down business teacher. We have David Burkhart as a full-time second shift custodian. Mr. Burkhart is currently working in Twin Lakes District, I believe. In talking with Mr. Peterson, we wish to hire a substitute part-time custodian, as we have one part-time custodian who is on extended leave. That's Mr. Alex Studebaker. 10.4 is Mrs. Culver Peckney as the mentor for Ms. Linville. And then 10.5 is Jansen Floto as the Frontier Junior High School paraprofessional. He is also a volunteer basketball coach. So I ask that we approve all these hires.
I thought chemistry was going to be.
We already got that one a couple of months ago.
Ms.
Crew.
Through knocking it out of the park right now.
I move to approve all the hires.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded to approve the hires 10.1 through 10.5. All in favor, signify aye. ECA assignments.
So there are a lot, thank you, Mr. Henninger. If you wish for me to read them all, I can, or if you just want to go off the tablet.
I will say, except for one exception, two exceptions, these are all the same, they've been the last several years.
And the exception would be Ms. Linda, who's
Yeah.
taking over the same spots, yearbook. So the first 28 are ECA stipends within the school system. And the last two are coaching, ones that just came. We can do these all as a consent agenda, or if anybody wishes to pull one of them or two of them out or whatever, just leave them at that note.
The 1129 and 1130, you just got them late this
I
afternoon.
just got those this morning. Those were received by Mr. Brett Ford last night.
His reasoning for the last,
That's when it was given to them. But if we do not approve them now, they can't coach
I don't
until
know, coach till September.
August 17th, 19th.
I'll make a motion to approve all of the ECA assignments.
Motion been made and seconded to approve ECA assignments 11-1 through 11-30. All in favor, signify aye. Opposed, same. Motion carried. Field trips, is that the next one?
We do not have any field trips as of right now.
Donations.
We had a donation come in. It's try to explain it. It's the budget challenge that Mrs. Savellas currently uses in her economics class, I believe. She had a group approach her about another curriculum. She's like, well, I really like this one. I said, okay, we'll pay for it. But instead of giving us the check, they're just going to pay it themselves. But it's still a donation, so I want to make sure you all approve it.
I make a motion to approve the gift from FQ for the budget challenge.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded to approve the donation from the budget challenge. All in favor, signify aye. Aye. Opposed, same. Motion carried.
So here's the fun reading from the board packet this month. 13.2 is the second reading of those, I believe there's 20 board policy updates. As I said in my documents, I gave you many of those are just renewing everything we already have. Changing a little bit of grammar here and there. So 13.2 would be the second reading. If you approve tonight, I will then upload those as policy later this week.
These also go to legal.
Yes, these are all, I ran everything by the attorney. And this first set, most of it doesn't change from what we currently have.
I move to approve item 13.2, the Neola update.
Motion been made and seconded to approve 13.2, second reading. All in favor, signify aye. Aye. Opposed, same. Motion carried. 13.3, first reading.
So 13.3 had 37 policies. It was a lot. There's a lot of reasons. I'll point out a few of them. Some of them were combinations of other ones, such as 8,500 is a combination of 3 different ones. Put into one. I did talk to Mr. Bullinger on that. Specifically on 5540, 5540.01, and .02. Those were all ran by legal for his exact wording on how to do things. All of these have been sent to legal, but most of this stuff is just renewing language, minor language changes in the code require you to read your board policies. And anything health related, I we don't have to make a motion on this is just the first readings. If we have any questions as they come up, as we're able to get through all of them